All right. Like DC is moving on to new endeavors. And I want to say is this, Michael B. Jordan, if has a possibility to play Black Superman, that would be great because that will actually redefine history. And the reason why I said this is because I believe as young African Americans as growing up, we need to have more, I believe, comics like black people in more comics in a way. And don't get me wrong, it's a some out there, but if you go and research like 1930 Superman was created, yes, and it was by a Caucasian person. That's believed to be the norm. That when you have a different race playing a spectacular character, something that has been loved by society, especially in America, it's it's gonna be it pretty much it just gives you an incentive to think like, wow, what is DC doing, or is DC changing everything? What is the future of superheroes? And I want to sit here and say is this that Warner Brothers, they actually made a lot of money generating like over $1 billion, I'm gonna say, with Aquaman and the appearance of the Joker. And what's so unique about the Joker, that movie was the first R-rated movie from DC Productions. And it's the fact that Joaquin Phoenix did his thing, man. It's really talked about highlighting mental illness and all these things. And now they're working on more of Birds of Prey or Harley Quinn or her type of her grievance and everything and how she started off. But it's not going to be really too gritty and very just horrifying. It may be like a PG-13, but for the most part, it's going to be her just it's gonna be more humorous in a way. And I just think that they can probably break the box also with that and compete with Marvel. Man, they have some other movies up in their sleeves, but I just think this is a new direction here. And some people may disagree that Michael B. Jordan may not be capable of doing this. It's the fact that I'm not knocking down his acting skills. I love how he played in Fruityville. Black Panther as the antagonist, as Killmonger. I mean, he was a very aggressive type of character, and this is just something new here. And we go back into Avengers or whatever, and majority of I didn't see the Avengers Endgame, but I heard about it. And one I believe is Spider-Man or whatever, Iron Man died and everything, and it's just kind of changing the course of the comic universe, man. But with DC just giving opportunity, and talk about Michael B. Jordan's production here, if he can pull this off, it'll be a great thing. I still believe he's going to generate billions of dollars, and the reason is because Black Panther was a majority 70, I'll say 80% of African Americans of descent going there and buying and watching the film. They, I believe, if he plays Superman, they are Warner Brothers will probably make a lot of money as well. And with the Man of Steel, they generate some good money there. And Batman versus Superman, Christopher Nolan, directing all this stuff, man. And they try to capitalize on the success from Aquaman and everything. But since that Batman trilogy with Christopher Nolan directed in 2012, that was pretty much when DC was like really on point now. But they really took a downturn with the Green Lantern. And the reason why I brought up the Green Lantern is that they're going on back into the HBO. They want to work on other antagonistic type of characters in those type of films. So giving them a chance to have a spinoff. So for an example, according to the article on Variety.com, they said that DC is working on the Trench. And now the Trench is one of those like sea creatures, that were really bad and everything, and just opposing Aquaman. They're gonna have their own spin-off show, and I guess they're gonna have their own type of kingdom and how they pretty much started being developing under the Warner Kingdom. And I just think that's okay, man. I mean, people might be watching that and want to see how the super villains perspective is on different things, and this is what DC is working with now. And then you got I think it's Ezra Miller who's working on the Flash right now. She's supposed to be running the screenplay. I think she runs the screenplay of Bumblebee, and you have what's his name? I think I'll have it here. Give me 1 second. No, Ezra Miller is working on the Flash right now. Because they supposed to be doing a new type of film, Batgirl, and Batgirl might be coming out in 2021. So I mean, it's it's gonna be okay. I think they're gonna have more rated R films, and the Marvel don't step up to the plate and start creating their own rated R movies. It's gonna be very difficult for them because this is kind of what the mature audience want to see. And the thing is, Disney bought out Marvel, and it's going to be very difficult for Disney to have that reputation of rated R movies. And even though they put like subliminal messages in their movies and everything, but you know, with the whole Disney Plus and all these things, man, they trying to keep it like still PG and captivate that audience of a family oriented type of feel. But you know, if J.J. Abrams, who company with Bad Robot, he signed with the Master First Look with the studio, and there was a meeting with Michael B. Jordan earlier this year with the Creed. Yeah, he started pitching Warner's on a vision for the character. So, however, Jordan isn't ready to commit to talking on the project since filming doesn't seem like to happen for several years, and he has a full dance card of projects. Superman film is unlikely to hit the screens before 2023. But I mean, J.J. Abrams found a way to direct this film. I mean, it might be always just don't be mediocre because I know we was all very criticizing him and how he was the directing the Star Wars trilogy and the Star Wars series and everything. But I mean, this might be okay. This might be decent, but I just want to see something new. And when young kids, you know, in the community grow up and they see someone like a big figure like that and something that someone that looks just like them, it really gives someone a sense of inspiration. Like, hey, man, you know, I can be like this person. Don't get me wrong. Like, you know, because you know he's an African American, I see the greatest things he doing on television. I'm gonna emulate that the best of my ability, and I just think this is a good thing. You know, Michael B. Jordan and J.J. Abrams and the screenwriters, they found a way to do these type of films correctly, man, and have a good plot. It will be good, seriously. And this may be a good direction for DC, but it's something to handle, something to really hard to adjust. But man, we're going to a new changes, and DC just want to look and cultivate to a new audience, man. They just want to come in here and just bring out new ideas. But it's pretty much where the future is going right now, man. I mean, you got Birds of Prey, they're working on that. They trying to cultivate, like I said, on the success of Aquaman right now. Make some more rated R type of movies. Have us like superior, different type of creatures have their own shows on HBO and Max. So they're trying to generate all this type of income. But you know, it's not looking bleak. You know, I mean, it's not looking too great, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a good, this is good direction for DC right here, man. So the DC, I know they got a very talented writers and everything though. But for this is interesting too. From the Justice League with Zack Snyder. They trying to do a hashtag called Release the Snyder Cut. And Snyder directed an earlier version of ill-fated Super Team movie and had planned to do some reshoots. Exactly. So he's working on some projects here. Logistically, they said, however, there's little appetite at the studio for spending millions of dollars. They only had a $65 million budget right now, literally, for most of these movies. And they trying to cultivate Snyder's vision on HBO Max. They trying to do a new spin-off of Justice League. But we'll see how this is, man. You know, but it's still gonna be that rivalry between, you know, Justice League, or I'm sorry, DC and Marvel. To me personally, I like Marvel. You know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've been a Spider-Man fan since the beginning, and I like Superman as well from DC. But we'll see, man. Shazam actually too was an okay film. So I mean, they got a lot of ideas in their arsenal. But I just want to sit up here and say, like, you know, if Michael B. Jordan playing Superman, we should give him a chance to see how this goes. This is probably the new vision for DC, and we just have to see how the cards is gonna lay out, man. So this your boy Young Lee Jr. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. What you guys think of it? You think DC is gearing to the right direction as far as their future in their films? You know, it's a really highly anticipated film of Birds of Prey. See how Harley Quinn does this, man, and it's gonna be a very humorous and hopefully it may be like a feel of Suicide Squad. That was okay, but you know how Suicide Squad, we didn't really care for it towards the last act. I just felt like, you know, it was just really some unnecessary scene, especially when they was in the bar talking to each other, and then they just walked out like nothing happened, and then it was like, oh shit, we got a call, and it just, this lady just, you know, just turning people into monsters and hypnotizing them. I just like, I just think it was kind of a lack of attention to detail there. It was just a lack of interest there, and I think the director in that particular film, he lost the direction of how to pretty much close this movie. But I mean, overall, the background of everything, the unique characters here, Suicide Squad was decent. But you know, DC, just get the rallies together, man. It's gonna be interesting how we're gonna see this new future type of shows that's gonna be on HBO as well, man. So just want to rush into the films. Let's go ahead and just make it. I really want a Batman Beyond movie, a Static Shock movie. I mean, all kinds of stuff, man, that can be really happening for DC. But their future is looking all right. You know, we'll see how it goes. But this might break the bank, man. It might hurt them or break them, man. Seriously, at the end of the day, man, for Michael B. Jordan to have that wonderful opportunity. But it's your boy Young Lee Jr. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'm out. Deuces.